It's Sunday morning, it's just gone 7 o'clock and I am right here in Ladprow and I have come to a green car meet. And before we even get in the place, we see some really cool cars that have to stay outside because they're not green. We've got the 200 SX here, convertible Mercedes with a kind of really nice red roof on it, and just look at that 2 Series over there down on air. Looks fantastic. Anyway, this is a green colour car meet, not an eco green meet. But before we even go in, I really need to look at this car because this looks fantastic, and you can see it is right down on air. That looks absolutely amazing. Take you right round the car. In fact, this went to Retro Havoc 2023, and then we have another BMW, and this is right down on air as well. Man, that looks absolutely amazing, but so does that. Anyway, I need to take you in and we need to start looking at green cars, and at least hope there's a lot of green cars here, otherwise going to be a waste. And it seems there is. Just look at all those green cars in here, and a lot of music that's going to disrupt me. And here we have a classic Mercedes leaving as I'm arriving, and just look at that metallic light green, absolutely amazing. Anyway, this is a green car meet and green bikes as well, but mostly cars. This is the first meet for green coloured cars, not eco cars I should say. This is pure petrol heads car meet, car guys kind of meet. This is for green cars, and it already looks like there's a lot of BMW, a lot of Mercedes, but here we have a Mustang in green as well, and a Jetta just departing, and that Mustang looks absolutely amazing. Man, that has had a lot of work done to it. It's been to Amateur Spring last month. Looks fantastic, and I also want to take you in a minute to look at this restaurant because I've never been here before, and it has a big reputation as a very cool place. So I want to show you around that, but first of all, let's walk around. We've got more and more green cars arriving, but let's keep cracking on. This 1600, beautifully done. You can see all the grille, perfect condition. Obviously this car has been restored meticulously, and then we get onto another car that has been done meticulously. This 924, absolutely fantastic. I've seen this a few times now. It's got the Bangkok classic car stripes on it, looks fantastic, and it's running on ATS wheels with Porsche center caps on them. This car looks absolutely fantastic, and it is also left-hand drive, and it's got the big period seats, and it's been green stitched inside. If I can try and push the camera close and get the reflections out, you can see looks fantastic. Left-hand drive, absolutely love seeing that now. And let's just have a look around the back as well. 924 turbo, the period sticker that you can hardly make out sometimes, amazing. And then we move on to this classic Celica, which is another car that rocks out quite a lot. Looks absolutely fantastic with this wide body that's been beautifully integrated into it. And again, that has got absolute period seats in it. Again, this is another car that has been restored perfectly, manual. And then you look under here, man, that is absolutely as good as it gets. Beautifully done. Looks like custom radiator, a lot of race piping, struck race, everything going on. Carburetors over there. Kind of nice to see carburetors these days because everyone's going for fuel injection swaps. The header is all custom done. That looks fantastic. So if I can stick my phone through the window here and look inside, you can see we've got a replacement dashboard, just an alloy sheet in there with a data logger mounted on it, race steering wheel and boss. In the middle there you can see the brake bias, bucket seats, harnesses, full cage, all stripped out. And down here we can see you've got a pedal box and an alloy footrest. This is the full works. This has not just been done visually on the outside, this has been done race replica inside. This is going to be a track weapon. And then here is Chris, who hasn't got into the mood of the meet and come on a red Harley Davidson. But it looks pretty cool. Good to see you, man. You've got 2 phones. And then we look at this Gilera. That is absolutely beautiful, extremely rare bike. We've got more classic green bikes here, and then we get on to another BMW 1600. And I just want to mention where we are because this place is really beautiful. I'm just going to take you for a walk in here just to show you this restaurant before we crack on to the rest of the cars, because it just looks amazing. You're like transported from the main road in a car park into the Thai jungle. This is beautifully laid out. Everything is beautifully done. Man, this is a place I would like to come down and sit and eat in leisure at some point. And we can actually see over here, the steam is rising up. And look at all the fish down there, huge fish. I need to take you more of a walk around here as well. Let's duck through here. This place is cool. It's got a big sand pit and play area for the kids. All this astroturf and green ponds, all the leaves on these plants, more cool seats to sit in, the coffee shop there which I need to hit. So you kind of got everything here. You can sit outdoors, hang out, they've got loads of aircon spaces, fountain, and even up here we've got all lights and flags going on. You can tell what time of year it is. The Christmas decorations stay up a long time in Thailand. Footbridge, Simple Meat, I think this is called, absolutely cool. I don't want to sound like I'm doing a PR place for this restaurant, but I've never been here before, and I reckon this is somewhere I need to come back again at another point and visit for sure. Anyway, back to it, and here we've got another green car coming through, Mercedes, a lot of green Mercedes, a lot of green BMW today. Big German feel this morning, and straight on to an E30, 190, another E30 Alpina, B6 2.7, and man, that looks absolutely beautiful, and straight on to another up-spec BMW. These cars look fantastic. The Alpina wheels here as well. Then I want to show you this 325 because this is really, really nice. Running on Alpina wheels. Beautiful. The hardtop there. The B-pillar gone. And it's left-hand drive. Wooden steering wheel, Nardi steering wheel. Beautiful cream leather interior. And they got an SLK here, AMG. I'm not sure that's green. We're kind of pushing it there. Beautifully done interior. Well, actually very, very original interior there. It looks like he's put some composite in the center console. Here we have a classic Datsun pickup that I see a lot. This has been doing the shows for years, and it's also fast on track. Wide body. He's running on 195 15s. With these Bodyseers and massive Brembos in there, carbon door, and it's fully done it correctly with the carbon piece there. Man, absolutely nice. You can see the extensions here. The fitment is bang on this car. Really, really nice. And what I actually haven't noticed, it's got this small carbon fibre lip spoiler on the roof. Perspex bonnet. Man, let's just have a look in that engine bay. That is absolutely cool. Custom radiator. Lot of custom work has gone on here. Chang Yes Garage. Man, that looks absolutely fantastic. Wing mirrors here look neat, and you can see the turbo, all the custom work around here. Twin turbo, in fact, I should say. Man, no wonder that is a rocket. I've never really looked at that closely, but that is no wonder. That shift. Then we have more BMWs. Really nice early Celica with a period lip spoiler, period arch extensions, and these wheels are absolutely nail it as well. And then another wide body Corolla, and that looks absolutely amazing. This is a car I see quite a lot as well, and I like these air exits on the bonnet picked out. Really, really nice. Man, we've got everything going on here. Mazda in a real olive green. Then we have Kumplum's MG, which I definitely wouldn't say is green, but we ought to mention it. The man from Dex sunglasses. We've got Toyota, Mazda, MG. Now you'd expect a lot of British cars at a green car meet, but this is actually the only British car, apart from the BMW Mini over there. But this is the only real classic British car here, and to be honest, that is not even green. So that surprised me a little bit. On the whole, it's BMW, it's Mercedes. So from Plum's MG, we have an E30 two-door here, and I love the wipers. Just completely nails the period when they used to put windscreen wipers on the headlights. And respect to people who managed to keep these working a few decades on. Then we have an Accord here. Not a lot of Hondas here at a car meet, and that's quite rare. And this has been done really nicely. Again, we're very close to the edge of green, but it's running on these 215 35 18-inch wheels. It's down on air and it looks fantastic. And I think with Accords, all you need to do is work on the fitment, drop the ride height, and the cars are transformed. Then we have a couple of BMWs here over a couple of generations, have a very loud Porsche and an even louder Cayenne with a body kit on it that is completely crazy. Kind of almost feels a little bit Bentley, that, with the green going on. And then talking to off-road, I have a G-Wagon there that's nowhere near green, but man, it looks really, really nice. The whole desert thing, it fits with the whole camping thing that goes on these days. Then this isn't really very green, but you really would love this at any meet. A Sylvia done absolutely beautiful. Period wheels are bang on. That is a highlight for me of this event. Then we have 3 classic Mercedes in the corner. I want to home in on this W123 because this, I've seen this many, many times before, but I'm not sure I've ever really talked about it. But this looks fantastic. It is jacked. And now you see a few 123s jacked up. So it's not unique, but this is probably one of the best I have seen. Big roll bar on the front, and you can see the alloy protection there. Wheels are jacked up. Let's see what it's running on. 265, 65, 17. Absolutely right up. Big custom tread plate made on it, mud flaps there. And we go around, we can see it's got wheel arch extensions, big mud flaps. And around the back, if we can squeeze around here, it's got protection on the back. That just looks so imposing, and I see this quite often. In fact, I just want to mention the mirror as well. It looks like it's come off a bus. That is huge. Anyway, see this around, but it really is imposing. You get a W123, which is already a big, strong, imposing car, and you lift it right up and you get something that is going to turn heads. And then we have a Mini in green, and you kind of need a Mini in green if you're going to have a green car meet, because the whole green, the British racing green is a British racing colour. So a Mini should have that, although it belongs to BMW nowadays, and I'm not sure what country that was even built in. Probably in Thailand. Then we have a Daihatsu CAN bus. The roof rack going on. In fact, he's put CAN bus since 2016 on it, which is kind of like a neat touch. And that is running on 14-inch raised alloy wheels. Again, that is not really very green, but it's very rare. It's on a red plate as well, so this is fresh out of the showroom. And then the first Subaru I met at this meet, and that looks amazing. The shade on that, and these gold BBS wheels, amazing. I love these huge air intakes. The bars on the roof, the spoiler on the rear tailgate. Everything about this is absolutely fantastic, and kind of it's so period, the way the Subaru is outlined in the light panel. STI, can't go wrong. Then you have a 4S, a Target in green, that looks great. And then probably the most shocking green is on this BMW 330i. That is absolutely shocking, and even more, it's got the Rocket Bunny kit on it. So that is a standout of the meet. Quad tailpipes, big diffuser, aero work going around the side, and this really nice ducktail that blends right into the car. Absolutely love that as well. Real classic original looking Sunny here, but we just want to keep talking about this because man, that is the full works. That is right down on there. The Brembos are painted to match the bodywork. You can see the Pandem on the side, the big skirt, M3 badges, vents on the bonnet. We just look down here, man, those wheels have dropped into the arch, and huge Brembos again in this green colour. So from this completely loud wide body, we just look at this Sunny, which is almost stock with just some minor upgrades, and I really like these Hella covers on the headlight. Absolutely nails the period. The wheels, 13-inch, absolutely period. And man, you just stand back and look at that. You couldn't get too big a contrast between these two cars, but they both look fantastic. So look under the bonnet here, 924 Porsche here, absolutely beautiful done. It's got a kill switch there, and I should also mention it belongs to Kumprint here, one of the Bangkok Classic Car organisers, and Kunmuk, the organiser of Classic Revival, right next to him. And then it just dive away a minute to watch this BMW leaving, because again, this is a beautifully done car. Beautiful colours on it. E28 always looks fantastic. It's kind of got quite a height to it. It's got a real strong stance. We have Kun Jo, one of the most prolific content creators in Thailand, hard at work. It's Mustang. It's changed colour. So Kun Jo, actually normally this Mustang is not green, but he's changed it. And can't get in the bonnet. So maybe it isn't after all, maybe it's winding me up. So we talked about this Datsun pickup here. Now we have another 5 Series in green, and then I don't want to forget this Joey's vintage Chevy truck, because this is absolutely amazing, and I have ridden in the back of that for quite a few videos in my time. And in fact, I had a ride in there from Buriram to Bangkok, back from Classic Revival a couple of months ago, and everywhere we went, people ran up and wanted to take selfies and photos with this truck. I am really surprised how many people just clustered around the truck when we stopped at petrol stations, when we stopped at restaurants to take photos. They absolutely loved it. Not a lot of aircon if you're going to drive 400 kilometers on it, but this truck is absolutely fantastic. And I think also Joey could get this into a few other color-coded car meets. And here is another famous Thai filmer. And here we have a green Mercedes Vito minivan, and this has been dressed up as you expect in Thailand, with a pretty big body kit on it, upgraded grille, some vents. It's got the deflectors on the window, roof rack, Brembos. Just need to look at that. No green going on, and in fact I just want to look at this W123 leaving. Let's get round the front so you get the full view when he goes off, because I absolutely love that. And that has got so much stance, so much presence to it. It looks huge. And then this one is also absolutely beautiful. No green going on, but the way he's done the red on the front and the running on air. And this Mustang doesn't just look absolutely cool and perfect from the outside. It's the full hit. That is going to be a rocket. And here we go back to this Corolla again. So you can see there's an awful lot of people standing around this Celica. And then you listen to that noise. And this has got a Rotary. That's the first Rotary Celica I've seen in my life. Man, absolutely amazing. So I go back on what I said. This is the highlight of the day. And it looks like everyone else thinks so as well, because people are clustered around this so fast. Alpina's coming, and this is in a real turquoisey blue with not a lot of green, but that fits so well. I've got a lot of the whole BMW, the Alpina thing going on today. And now I want to take you next door, because we've got a green car meet, but not everyone owns a green car. And like me, I had to park outside because I don't have a green car. So we actually have a non-green car meet next door, and that is well worth visiting as well. Kundu's Jägermeister liveried E30 with this unique custom kit. Going to look at this 740 with the Alpina embossed in there. Absolutely huge and a lot of presence. I need to look at what size. It's running on 245, 35, 20-inch wheels. Look amazing. And then this is definitely one of my favorite cars of the event. This classic Corolla is absolutely original. You can see the dent in here and the paint cracking, steel wheels with wheel trims on. This is all absolutely original, no side mirror here. And if we look here, we can see the old tax disc, 2546, 2542, in fact, even older than that. And then this car just, I absolutely love it. You can see the way the paint's going here and all the patina effect on the back looks amazing. A bit of tape over the corner of the lights, and I've just got to stumble over some tree trunks here to get round. And I'm just going to show you inside as well, because this interior, I thought it had actually been recovered, but the owner tells me it is original, and this has done 52,000 kilometers from new, and it's like new. That steering wheel has got no wear, all beautiful condition, all the dashboard beautiful, the top of the dash, none of the sunlight or the heat has cracked it up. Looks fantastic. That door card is like new, but we can see all that effect there with age on the paint. Man, what an absolutely beautiful car. And I got to say, you know my style. This is one of my favorite cars to see this morning. Then we look at this Mercedes AMG coupe there. We've got a Peugeot folding hardtop in a really loud green. quickly look around the rest of the cars. Convertible VW, more Alpina, a B3 in kind of a really nice metallic blue. The Alpina is off, and we have another Alpina here as well. E30 4-door with a carbon spoiler on the back. Then we have a Lexus GS300 in red. That couldn't be further away from green. Absolutely jacked down on air. One of the real famous guys on the car scene. Has some really cool stuff, does things exactly right. That Lexus is bang on and super rare. Then we have a Z4, which has got some neat upgrades, big wheels. And then we have Kunjak, organizer of Meet Car Dude, drag races, everything. One of the legends on the Thai organising scene. Anyway, we just look at this Z4, and it's got some carbon fibre trims on it, carbon fibre rear spoiler. That looks really, really nice. But then we have some absolute highlights for me. You've got a Punto 3-door and a 916 Spider. That is amazingly, amazingly, amazingly rare to see. He's put the Italian flag into the swage. That's really nice. He's wrapped it into that swage line, which is one of the key features of this car. And then we look here, we've got OZ racing wheels, 225/40, 18-inch, cross-drilled discs, Alfa Romeo calipers. Man, this is absolutely rare as anything here, like hen's teeth, as the saying goes. And I should also point out, he's got some very non-original exhaust exits, 4 of them in total. That looks absolutely epic. And it's a 3.2 V6 24 valve. So from this 916, we have a Fiat Punto 3-door, and these are insanely rare to see in Thailand. This is fairly stock. Although there's some details on it, you can see we've got a carbon fibre effect insert in here. We've got period wheels that are more Japan period than Fiat. We've got Fiat on the door mirror. We've got Fiat here. Got a roof spoiler. Man, I don't know what to say. These are super rare here. There's a few Puntos around, but mostly the 5 doors, and mostly they're rotting away in fields now. A 3-door Punto, Punto SX, to be exact, that is incredibly rare. And this Corolla is off, and I absolutely love that. That looks absolutely amazing. So with that look at the non-green cars in this place, I'm out of here. It's time to rock out. It's 9:30 up here. The sun is coming up, you can see. It is shining now and the shadows are getting long. So I need to be out of here. Anyway, thanks for watching. You got this far, I appreciate you watching. If you like my video, please hit the like button. Appreciate that too. And for loads more car content, please subscribe. And also, before I want to go, this restaurant, I just want to mention this restaurant here. I've never eaten here, but it has a reputation for Thai food, real quality and real traditions. So with that, I'm out of here. See you next time.